Hey there. Well, I just got my takeout lunch with me, and when I look inside the bag, it's horrendous. I have lots of napkins, a straw which is wrapped around paper, a single knife which is wrapped around single-use plastic. Same thing for a single fork, dipping sauce, bag of chips, a whole bunch of different hot sauce, and my lunch. Look how much I'm causing disaster to the environment by just eating lunch. This is a backdrop stand that I ordered from Amazon a few days ago. And look at how much did they give me. We have a box outside of the box. When you open it up, there are a lot of plastic bags. So there are plastic bag covering stand bags, and there is also plastic bag covering each single stand and hose.
Okay, so America clearly has a huge packaging problem, and I really feel uneasy about it. First off, America is among the top countries that produce the most waste in the world. In 2014, out of 258 million tons of municipal solid waste generated in the United States, more than 162.5 million tons were packaging materials. Only 89 million tons was recycled or composted. 162.5 million ton plastics, that's a lot. You might think that's not a big problem, but ask yourself sincerely, how often do you reuse or recycle this, or this, or even this? Well, according to research, most packaging is designed as single-use and rather thrown away rather than reused or recycled, even if it is made out of plastic, because it is estimated that 91% of plastic is not recycled. And if this does not sound shocking enough for you, here's another piece of information. In 2019, The Guardian's published an article revealing US top secret, and it was not about a nuclear weapon nor the classified documents that Trump took home with him. I'm talking about the place or the countries where the US disposes of its trash. Hundreds of thousands of tons of US plastic are being shipped every year to poorly regulated developing countries around the globe for the dirty, labor-intensive process of recycling. Those countries include Malaysia, Thailand, Ecuador, Turkey, and my country, Vietnam. And despite how much beef America has with China, of the 9% of American plastic that the EPA estimated was recycled in 2015, China and Hong Kong handled more than half, about 1.6 tons of US plastic recycling every year.
China.
Well, as a result, since these much less developed countries lack sufficient knowledge and technologies that even America hesitant to pay to handle the trash, a huge proportion of it is being dumped back into the environment, which in turn impact tremendously not just the environment itself, but the workers and the residents in the surrounding areas, because they are exposed to high toxic every single day, which in turn impacts the healthcare system because the government has to pay for that since these people cannot afford it themselves. And it also impacts the economic system, which is already stagnant in those countries. So, who is the bad guy now? I feel really frustrated about this because this is truly an environmental injustice issue. America is trying to get rid of its trash but dominated to different countries around the globe. While in America, people are wasting more, and the economy here is booming because they don't have to deal with the problem. Well, in today's video, I'm going to suggest some ideas that individuals can do, not just to help America, but also all the countries around the world to have a much sustainable environment. Welcome to my TED Talk. Let's start with the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. People might argue that these 3 are equally important. Truth be told, we should prioritize reducing first because that's how we get packaging in the first place. It's also the easiest, yet hardest thing to do because humans are so used to packaging. So how will we reduce it? Well, I suggest to replace single-use objects with reusable items. It's not that difficult when you think about it. Always carry a lunch ball and reusable cutlery with you. If you are studying in the United States, universities across the country have installed the OSD machines where you can buy a reusable lunch box to take out food from the dining hall that I don't want to have here. On top of that, to reduce the condiment packet usage, we can use the sauce dispenser on site. Easy, right? Well, I've also noticed that in every American household, there's always at least one coffee pot machine like this. As a coffee lover, I do not really prefer this brew method. But if you still like it and insist on using it, then please stop using coffee pots like this. Even though it's recyclable, the process takes a lot of energy. Try something like this, a reusable coffee pot. Not only that it's cheaper and more efficient, you also have much more variety of coffee to choose from. And it's tastier. Have a tote bag or a reusable bag for grocery shopping. I picked up this habit after living in Malaysia for a while. There are a number of cities in Malaysia that require grocery stores to charge extra fee if customers want a plastic bag. It's not expensive, but it could add up and become very annoying. In the United States, multiple states have either banned or placed a fee on plastic bags, while the majority is still debating. Bring your own bottle of water and make use of the drinking fountains, or bubblers if you're from Wisconsin. You can easily find them in multiple locations on school, campus, or even in the park. This is not to mention that there are some coffee shops that will give you a discount if you bring your own bottle.
When it comes to the overpackaging problem of online shopping, I'm talking to you specifically, Amazon. Please add an option so that your customers can choose whether or not they want their products to be wrapped in layers of packages. And also, you can substitute boxes with shrink wrap, a much more reliable and reusable material, and it's also less spaces, hence more capacity and a cheaper delivery fee.
Well, when it comes to reusing and recycling, especially plastic, there's no better example than Denmark's deposit and return system. When customers buy a bottle of beverage, they're already charged with a fee to cover the material cost in order to produce that bottle. Denmark saw a chance to solve this problem. Customers could get a fee or deposit back by returning these bottles at reverse vending machines. Not only that it will save some money for them, it also helps manufacturers to bear the cost of raw materials to produce these bottles. Well, I acknowledge that I haven't covered all the possible ways that we can do to reduce packaging. However, the methods I mentioned above are rather easy and relatable that individuals can start doing from now on. At the same time, we should educate our children and be a good model to them, because at the end of the day, they're the ones paying for the thing that we failed to do today. And if you're American, and if you make it this far into my video without being offended, congratulations! You're one step closer to being environmental friendly. And all you need to do right now is to act and to advocate. Because as an international student in the US, I can only do so much. You, on the other hand, are capable of demanding changes from your government, or even better, being the changes that you want to see. And I can't wait for the day to see it. I wish you all the luck because, man, I can't wait to see the US stop dumping trash into my country, okay? Well, it's been fun. Thank you. My name is Kang.